Hey, what's happening, fellow traders? I hope you guys had a great weekend. We are kicking the week off a little slow on earnings today. Not a lot happening, but a pretty good week going forward. So we're gonna be hot and heavy into earnings from here on out. So today I just wanted to talk about responding to losing trades. We're all going to have losing trades. There's no way to avoid that. And if you're thinking you can, stop thinking that. There's no way to avoid it. And because of that, most aspiring traders have an issue with responding to losing trades. They put way too much focus on winning or losing on individual trades. They tend to make losing trades the end of their trading world. It's like everything is over. I can't make a winning trade, or every time I make a winning trade, I get 3 losing trades. So they make those 3 losing trades the end of their trading world. So we can't do that on every single trade. We can't live and die with every trade we make. When we take a trade, we look at it as it's either going to work or it's not. It's just that simple. Obviously, we're looking for it to work out according to our strategy. We have an edge. We're employing that edge in the market, and we're expecting to get positive results from it. But we know it's not going to happen every time. Okay, when we make a mistake or the trade didn't work out, we must take it for what it is, a losing trade. If it doesn't work, we regroup, we come back, and we take the next trade. If we're too emotional and we're unable to let go of that, we take a break. But no matter what, we must respond to losing trades in a positive way. If we respond negative, we're gonna start a downward spiral that's gonna prevent us from making any money in this market. If this one doesn't work out, the next one will. Okay, that's not a bad mindset. Look, this trade didn't work out for whatever reason, the next one will. If we made a mistake, then we tell ourselves, hey, next time we won't make this mistake. We're gonna do it right. Or if it just didn't work out, if the market just didn't work with the setup, if we understand, okay, the next one will likely work. This is just one of those that just didn't work out right. So that's the mindset that we have to have. That's how we have to respond to losing trades. When we do our reflection and our journaling, that's when we identify what mistakes we made. Sometimes we can identify them right off. Like when we look at my trades from the day, we'll be able to identify my mistakes right off the bat. I didn't have to do any reflection. I knew exactly what I did wrong when I saw it. And I know when I'm getting emotional. I know when things are out of whack with me. And so I have a plan on how I need to handle these things. That, believe it or not, will pay the biggest dividends in your trading more than anything else. Being able to respond and keeping your wits about you so that you can focus on the actual trade and on the market and on price action, and not worry about what mistake you made on the last trade, or not worry about how bad the market screwed you over. And we have to think about the positives. And if we can't shake it, then we need to walk away. 10 or 15 minute walk does wonders, especially when it's 30 degrees outside. I guarantee you won't make those same mistakes too often. So just think about that. If you have any issues, look, I got a clown here that's making thank you for erasing it. Y'all like to play with me with this annotation stuff, but that's all right. I'm gonna annotate on y'all one day, and when you annotate in Zoom, it's on everybody. So, don't draw any appropriate pics on it or anything like that. All right, so tomorrow, the first 90 days of trading, we're starting it up. We're already three sessions into the trader mindset. If you're behind, if you missed it, or if you want to join us and you want to catch up, it's really simple. A lot of what we've done is kind of the basics, setting the groundwork. I could send you the 3 videos and the 3 PDFs for those chapters, and you can catch up with us and be ready on Thursday. But tomorrow, we are starting the first 90 days of trading for 2024. So be ready for that. All right, so let's get ready to rumble here. Trying to get this. There we go. Always hard to grab this chart here. So here's what happened today, this morning. Okay, you guys that are members, I sent you an email on Thursday evening telling you I'm taking Tesla. I'm out Friday. I had a medical procedure. I wasn't going to be here Friday. And I got in Tesla because I felt it was going to pull back. 182 held again. And so it didn't go anywhere. But obviously I was under the influence of propofol. So I never did log into the chat, never did log into my screen or my account to see where it was, and it really didn't do anything. So I'm looking at today, I'm like, it might gap down or whatever. We woke up this morning and we woke up to a gap up. So it gapped up off of this level, and it kind of held. And then at the open, it ran up and it hit my stop, and then it pulled back. So I know it kind of split my stop. Sometimes even though I have it all or none execution, sometimes it does split my orders, especially when it gets really volatile. And that's what happened here. So these are the same order of me bailing out. So now we sell off. We get under the 9 moving average. I mean the 200 and the 5-minute opening range low. And guess what I did? I made my first trading error. I already lost money here, so we came back. It's set up. This is a good setup, right? I broke one of my cardinal rules because I did not see, because of the way I had the chart. You see how the chart is? I did not see it. It was actually like this. I did not see yesterday's close price. I shorted into it. This is a big no-no. You do not, well, for me, my rule is I do not take a short inside the yesterday's close price. Okay, if the stock's green on the day, I'm not taking it short. I'm not. It's got to go red. And here, it didn't go red. and I ended up stopping out here. And then I got back in. I kind of had revenge on my mind, but I think if I did, I just would have flipped it and not waited for it to take out the high and the pre-market high. I never would have waited. I would have just jumped in. So this was a legit setup. So it bounced. I mean, it ran up. It got rejected right before 188.50. And I'm like, damn. So it pulls back, and I said, if it holds this, I'm going to add on the bounce. I'm still using this as my technical level, because we're basing the trade off of the higher day, this higher day break, and taking out the pre-market high. So I added back and looking for the move up. So we got our first target. I did shorten it by like 25 cents because of, for me, I knew I wasn't 100% today. Mentally, I was not 100%. And I knew I needed to go ahead and take profit so I wouldn't have to worry about this. So I did take it 25 cents early, hit the next two profit targets. It did not make it up to 192.50, which is where I was looking at next, and came back and it hit my profit stop. And then that was that. We sold off, and we've been kind of trading inside the intraday channel for a while. So now we've got this. I'm gonna make this green. I've got this higher day. The market wakes up, but I don't have anywhere to go on this Tesla move. I don't have anywhere to go. Here's the linear regression channel sitting right here ready to defend. All right, so that was Tesla, NVIDIA. You can see, I'll come back to the NVIDIA. That's the last one. All right, Microsoft. You can see here, Microsoft, we broke out. I actually waited for it to confirm, and I wasn't paying attention. I bought it into the linear regression channel. So this was trading error number 2 on buying or shorting into support or resistance. And I did it again. And I ended up, it ended up costing me. Eventually this thing turned around, but I can't sit here and hold it. I cannot sit here and hold this thing in this type of market. I can't. So I did bail out of this, but it did hold the 100 period moving average, and you can see it kind of consolidated on the 20 and the 9, and once it popped the pre-market high, it kind of made a little move up. We pulled back, it held a 9, and this is when the market took off. So it turned out to be a pretty good pop here, but I missed this trade, so I ended up getting nailed on this, which I wasn't happy about, but I could deal with it. So Meta was the next one. Meta. So Meta was the next one. This was the opening range breakout. Here's the first 5-minute candle. I bought it, got my first target. It pulled back on me. Kind of wasn't paying attention. I probably would have stopped out if I was. And it turned around and it ran back up, hit my second target, and then I ended up stopping out. It pulled back, it held, and you can see I couldn't buy it here. I could only get this over the linear regression channel, and 403 was my first target here, was the final target on this trade all along. And this made a nice move pretty damn close. I probably would have took profit on this, but my charts were responding too slow, and by the time I got all the data I needed, this thing was already long gone. But that was Meta. We got a nice little trade on it. And the trade that we're in now is NVIDIA. And again, this was taken on the market breaking out. Everything was breaking out. The market was breaking out. So I waited until we confirmed taking out the high day. We confirmed it. It did pull back a little bit, and then we got the big move up. Hit my first target. We're pulling back. I'm looking for 625 next. We're still in play. It held a 9, so looking for 625. But that's it for today. No earnings that I like today. Nothing that I feel will give me is worth the risk of me trading it. So I'm gonna pick up earnings tomorrow, and we'll get this week rolling from there too. So I don't think I got back green. I'm not sure. I won't know until the end of the day. I know that if I had looked at this and I was red, I probably would have been trading all over the place. So if I'm still red, I'm glad I don't know. And I'm just taking the setups as they come to me. That's all I want to do. And it's why I don't look at my P&L. Don't really care. I know if I've blown up and I need to stop. I'll know that. I don't need numbers to tell me. So, I'm not worried about that. But that wraps it up. I hope you guys have a great evening, and I will see you bright and early in the morning.